Let's talk Gilmore. Hello everybody, and welcome to another adventure in beautifying. My name's Amanda, and today is all about the Gilmore Girls revival. Now, I've mentioned this, maybe? I might have mentioned this on my channel before, but if I haven't, hello. I am a large Gilmore Girls fan. I watched it as a young child. I watch it now when I'm feeling blue. It is one of my favorite shows. And it was one of those shows that really didn't get a satisfying ending. You know, the original writers had left the show. The last season of the show just didn't really feel the same. So when I heard about the revival for Netflix, I was stoked, to say the least. Like, thrilled. Through the roof, beyond, couldn't wait, so happy. They had 90% of the cast back, which was amazing. And I was ready. I was here for it. It was like Christmas was coming early. I watched it. I've only seen it once, all the way through. And these are my unfiltered, unscripted thoughts on the show. When I watched it on Friday for the first time, I gotta say, it was like someone was giving me a hug. Like a warm cup of hot chocolate. It was very familiar, and just an overall delight. You know, I was really happy that it happened. I feel like it was necessary. It wasn't satisfying, and now at least we have some sort of a conclusion that the writers had wanted from the beginning. So overall, in general, I was super happy about it. And then I listened to podcasts, and I read things on the internet, and I watched YouTube videos, and now I'm like bummed, you know? That's all I can think of to say, is that I'm just like really bummed out by, I guess, by other people's reaction to Gilmore Girls. I'm not 100% sure why I feel this way, I just do. Initially, when I was hearing the criticism, I was like, you know, I noticed these things too. I did notice that there were a few jokes that went on for way too long, and like, not everything was like crisp and clean. And to be honest, those mostly happened within spring and summer for me. That's when I noticed it the most. And to be honest, not to throw shade, those two were written by Daniel Palladino, whereas Winter and Fall were written by Amy Sherman Palladino. I think that might have something to do with it. That's all I'm gonna say. I did notice those critiques, but there were other critiques, more social commentary critiques that deal with, you know, fat shaming and LGBT issues and race, and I'm not trying to be offensive, but I will probably offend people. I'm wondering if anybody can enjoy anything now that we, as a collective millennial culture, are so woke. Does that make it more difficult to enjoy certain TV shows or certain movies or certain books or certain anything? When I was watching Gilmore Girls for the first time, yeah, I did notice the fat shaming that was addressed in the summer episode. I did notice it, but I wasn't like, I can't believe they're fat shaming. It was more like, this joke isn't really funny. It was less of like, I can't believe that they would do something like that. It's 2016. It was less like that and more just like this, I can't believe that they think this joke is funny in 2016. Maybe that's the same thing. I'm not totally convinced that that's not the same thing. But it was less driven by, how do I phrase this? My critiques on the show were less driven by I'm offended and more driven by I'm not laughing. It feels to me like that's less serious or less urgent. There's less of an urgency involved with my way of thinking as opposed to the way I listen to other people talk about Gilmore Girls. But I don't know. I was getting really bummed out when I would find myself like reading articles or seeing articles, or, you know, people have such a big, they're making such a big deal about Rory's character and how she turns out on the show. And my response to that is like, didn't you kind of see that coming? She's always been entitled and privileged, guys. This isn't new. It's actually great that they kept it the same in a way, you know? Sure, like maybe we should have seen them evolve. And sure, maybe it would have been nice to see Rory learn a lesson from the last time she cheated with somebody's, you know, husband or fiance, or, you know, last time she cheated or was the other woman. Yeah, it may have been nice to see her grow and not do that, but like, old habits die hard. Not that it was a habit, but it's like, Rory, the reason why she slept with Dean in season 4 is because Rory is entitled. You know, she thought Dean was hers. Dean was my boyfriend first. She's sleeping with Logan because technically Logan proposed to her first, you know? Like, I don't know why everybody was so fucking surprised. That's who she is, all right? Rory, in general, for me, is not a likable character. But we watch the show anyway, because the stuff she gets herself into, the stuff the town gets themselves into, the stuff Lorelai gets into, it's all just entertainment, you know? It's not that serious. I don't get the disappointment. That doesn't make sense to me. I was just like, okay. You know, yeah, I guess maybe it was kind of a bummer that we pretty much saw the same type of story. Yeah, I can see why that was a bummer. Okay, we've already seen Rory sleep with her boyfriend. That's not her boyfriend anymore. We've already seen that. But I don't know. It didn't really bother me. That's not really something that bothered me. I was like, whatever. I do agree with what most people said about Emily's plotline. She had the best through line storytelling. She grew the most. You saw the most change. You know, if you didn't love Emily before, you fucking love the shit out of her now, you know? Like, if you're gonna watch the Gilmore Girls revival and you've seen the series, like, just watch it for the Emily storyline. If you just watch it for the Emily storyline alone, for me, it's worth it. And honestly, as a whole, I feel like it was worth it to get it, you know? It was like this nice treat that we didn't deserve as a culture, and we got anyway. And it's not gonna be perfect. It never was supposed to be perfect. And honestly, like, the people who write it are imperfect people. We can see that from Gilmore Girls. There's a lot of times in Gilmore Girls where you cringe at like how dated it is now. And like, is it a little bit upsetting that that they haven't changed? I guess it's a little bit of a bummer, but like, the older you get, the less likely you are to be able to change your opinion. That's just life. That's just how that shit goes, you know? So overall, I'm feeling some type of way about the internet and how it ruins things for me. And I just want to be able to like what I want to like and not feel guilty about it. That's how I'm feeling. I loved it. I loved the Gilmore Girls revival, and I don't give a shit. Hang me. Bring me out to pasture. I loved it. That's that. You want to know what? Fuck the haters. Ayo! Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section below. I actually really would love to delve more into it as Vlogmas goes on. I know, like, how many Gilmore Girls videos can you make? There's 25 days in Vlogmas. I can make a lot of Gilmore Girls videos. So if you want me to keep talking about it, write down your thoughts in the comments below. Give this video a like. Subscribe to this channel, because I'm making videos every day for Vlogmas. All right, my camera's about to die, so I'm gonna run, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.